Hey there! Thanks for joining me. This is our Windmill HIIT class. The Windmill has been executed in an entire series, beginning, intermediate, advanced, and a stretch. So make sure you take those before. You're going to need a light dumbbell and a medium-sized dumbbell for this class. You could swap them out for a light and a medium-sized kettlebell. This is 20 rounds, 40 seconds of action, 20 seconds of rest. Let's start our warm-up on the ground by windshield wiping our knees side to side. There is no music for this class, so turn up your tunes. You'll wait for the bell to start your round and end your round. Just a few more. Tricep dip. Your knees come to center, feet to the floor, hands behind your back. Lift your hips and small pulses with the elbows. These are tiny tricep dips. It's not too far. Your elbows point back and away from you, and you press down from the heels. Groin stretch. Extend your left leg, bring your right heel to your groin. Pulse forward, center, and over the left leg. Over the right knee, in the center, and over the left leg. Pulse again, 1, 2, and 3 positions. Again, pulse, pulse, and over the left leg. Last time, pulse, pulse, and over the left leg. Twist with a side stretch. Center yourself. Press your left elbow against the left thigh, right arm reaches, and then left arm reaches. Inhale, extend, look up to the ceiling, and inhale, other side. Exhales are to release. Lift the hips and lower as you reach. Inhale, left arm reaches, lift the hips, and then right arm reaches, hips are down. Inhale, lift the hips, and keep the hips down. Last time, inhale, lift the hips. For leg raise, we'll lift the hips, stack your right knee under your right hip, lift the left leg, flex the toes, and small pulses, 20 at the top. Groin stretch on the other side. Lower, extend the right leg, bend the left knee. Pulse over the left knee, in the center, over the right leg. Again, over the knee, in the center, over the right leg. The pulses are small so that you stay dynamic and snappy for the HIIT class. We don't want to hold a stretch too long in our warm-up. Over the knee, in the center, over the right leg. Side, stretch, and a twist. Inhale the right arm. Inhale the left arm. Each time the left arm reaches over your head, you're driving down into the forearm against your thigh. On your next inhale, you'll lift the hips, press the hips forward, lower the hips, and reach over to the toe. Inhale, lift the hips, press the hips forward. Exhale, lower, reach over the toe. Inhale, lift hips, lower, and twist. Inhale, lift, extend, and twist. Leg raise, lift the hips, stack your knee under your hip, flex your toes, lift your right leg, small pulses, 20. Release. Let's get ready for our first round. Round number 1, bridge. You'll lay down on your mat with your feet to the floor, hip distance apart, knees are bent. Hands are by your hips. Palms can face down or up. Lift the hips in line with shoulders and knees, and then exhale, lower. Turn up your music, make sure it's nice and loud, and get ready for your first round. Ten seconds. Lift the hips and lower. Press into the heels, activate the hamstrings, and squeeze your glutes at the top. Press down firmly with the arms, either palms down or back of the hands down. Hips lift in line with knees and shoulders, so your torso from knee to shoulder is a straight line. Make sure your feet are pointed forward and your knees are pointed forward. Nice job. Round 2, crunch twist. Elbows wide, crunch to the right, to the left, and then switch. Left to the right, and then lower. You're in position. Crunch, left shoulder lifts, right shoulder lifts, then lower. Now right shoulder lift, left shoulder lift, then lower. You're switching directions each time. Your grip is really light, so it's tender fingertips to the side of your head. Resist pulling on your head. Keep the elbows wide by squeezing the space between your shoulder blades. Press down firmly with the feet. Imprint your lower back into the mat. And as you crunch, your belly pulls in rather than puffing out. Nice job. Round 3, boat roll. You'll rock up into a boat position, modified with your feet on the floor. Roll back and lift the hips off the ground. Roll up and switch legs. One leg will be bent and one leg will be straight. When you roll up, modify by placing your toe on the ground. When you roll back, press down with the hands, roll onto the shoulder and back of the head, the hips will lift. Harder, find balance at the top and hold under your thigh. Pause in the boat position to show that you have the balance. Harder, both arms reach and feet, legs hover. Alternate right and left side. Nice job. Round 4, press. Come to a comfortable seated position. Grab your light bell or your medium bell. From the overhead, back to rack. Break is almost over. Exhale to press and exhale back to rack. Elbows move forward on the way up and forward on the way down. Stack the weight over the shoulders so your bicep is in line with your ear. This is a harder press variation because you can't use your legs for assistance. We're isolating just the upper body. Great. Round 5, we press on the other side. You are in position. Exhale overhead, exhale back to rack. Elbow moves forward on the way up and forward on the way down. Stack the weight over the shoulder, bicep in line with ear. Nice job. Round 6, halo. Change your weight, something heavier or keep light. Grab the outside of the dumbbell, bring it to your ear, back of the head, other ear, and back down in front of the chin. Ear, back of the head, opposite ear, under the chin. You're hitting 4 points while keeping the torso still and stable, rib cage tight. Chin level to the floor, head still. Resist moving your head around the weight. Inhale, can you make a smooth circle around, and exhale back to center. This is increasing shoulder mobility and strength. Halo, other side. You'll change directions and go the other way around the head. In position. Ear, back of the head, other ear, under the chin. Head stays still and stable. Rib cage tight. Chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, a smooth circle around, and exhale back to center. Nice. Log roll. Move the weights out of your way, off the front end of the mat. Come down on your forearms, find forearm plank with feet hip distance apart. Drop the heels to either side. Your side plank position is where your feet are down on the ground, including your heels, so make sure your feet are far enough apart. Press down through the inside arch of your feet to activate your inner thighs to keep your hips lifted in your side plank. Finish your round. Nice job. Push up. We'll be modified in our push up at start. Your knees will be down on the ground, hands under the shoulders, hips level in line with shoulders and knees. Bend the elbows, lower the chest to hover off the ground, exhale to push. Inhale to lower, exhale to push. Lower spine long, belly tight. Option, full plank position, knees up. Elbows bend back by your rib cage, hugging the sides of your body to work the tricep muscle. Elbows go wide at a 45-degree angle to work your chest muscles. Nice job. Round 10, side bend twist. Modification, modified side plank, reach under the arm and back to center. You're in position. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, back up. Eyes follow the fingers the entire journey. You're crunching the side obliques as you reach under the chest. Full variation in a full side plank. Squeeze the inner thighs by pressing down with the inside arch of the foot. Try to keep the hips level. There might be a little bit of a turn, but not much. Round 11, side bend twist on the other side. Modification in the modified side plank with your knee down on the ground. In position. Inhale to lift to the sky and exhale to dive down. Your knee is stacked under your hip for the modification. Harder variation is in a full side plank. Can you reach a little further underneath? Finish your round. Round 12, side plank to side plank. Modification, log roll. Stack your shoulder and your hand. Press down through the inside arch of your foot. Squeeze inner thighs, keep hips elevated. Pause in the side plank, show that you have control, and move on. Nice job. Hip thrust. Modification, walk your feet outside your hands and walk them back to plank. In position. Advanced variation, hop feet forward and hop feet back. Toes turn out, hop feet next to hands, hands pop off the mat. Round 14, jacks. Modification, step feet apart. Five seconds. Stay light on the balls of your feet. Keep your breath steady out the mouth. Round 15, high windmill, using your light weight option medium size weight. Press hold, slide hand down to ankle, exhale to come back up. Eyes look up the entire time. Weight shifts into the back foot. Side oblique works to slowly lower. Glute works to lift. If you're not familiar with the windmill, I recommend the Windmill series, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Finish your round. Round Round 16, switch to the other side. In position. Eyes look up the whole time. Shift the weight into your back leg. Adjust your stance as needed. Nice job. Round 17, low windmill. Use your heavier weight. In position. Inhale to lower, exhale to rise. Side oblique and glute work hard for the lower weight. Finish your round. Nice. Switch sides. In position. Even though the weight is low, your eyes look up at your top hand. Round 19, full windmill, double weight. Light weight overhead, heavy weight down low. In position. Get ready. Move for the full 40 seconds. Double windmill covered in the Windmill Advanced class. Keep going. You got it. Nice job. Round 20, last round, switch sides. This is your last round. Dig deep, you can finish it. Your eyes look up to watch the weight overhead. Halfway there. Dig deep, you can finish. Round done. Nice job. Put your weights off the front end of the mat. Know that you did a great job today. Give yourself a little celebratory dance. Come down onto the mat after you get some water. Our cool down is only a few minutes long, but I recommend the Windmill stretch class. Windshield wipe your knees. Come down onto the mat, take a seat. Your feet are hip distance apart with your knees bent, and you rock your knees side to side. The Windmill stretch class focuses on counter movements and stretches for the windmill. It's a 20-minute class that I highly recommend you taking after this if you have time. Twist. Drop your knees to one side, rotate all the way to the back of the mat, place your forearms down on the ground, and rest here. When you feel ready, inhale to come up, and you'll switch to the other side. Reverse tabletop. Find center with your feet hip distance apart, fingertips point forward towards your toes. Exhale, lift the hips, and inhale to lower. Lift the hips in line with knees and shoulders, countering the shoulder rotation, pressing through the heels to activate your glutes at the top. Pigeon. Lower your hips. Extend your right leg back behind you. Your left leg is bent with your shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. Come up into a tall pigeon first to stretch the right hip flexor. Make sure your hips are low, level. And when you're ready, release down onto your forearms to stretch your left glute. Breathe here. If you can, lower your chest down to the mat. To deepen the stretch, your goal is to get your left ankle against your right elbow. Inhale to release. Switch sides. Left leg extends back behind you. Right knee bent in front, shin parallel to the front of the mat. Start tall on your hands, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and lower your left hip bone 1 inch. Feel the stretch in the front of your left hip flexor. When you feel ready, lower forearms down to the mat. Right glute stretch. For more intensity, bring your right ankle to your left elbow or lower chest down to the ground. Circles. Inhale to come up and take any comfortable seated position. Place your hands on your knees. Inhale, the chest comes forward. Circle, exhale, back and around. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, back around. Circles in the other direction. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you feel accomplished by completing your 20-round HIIT class with a windmill focus. Make sure you like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.